what's up, y'all? It's your boy B.Notes, Sac Passe. I'm here live with Good Intent Media, Good Intent Village. You know what I'm saying? It's my boy DJ Troy. You already know. If you've been to one of his parties, you already know that boy. He lit up that spot for real. This is an exclusive, you know, from Good Intent Village Media. You know what I'm saying? And we're about to do it right now. We're gonna dive right into the interview.
B.Notes, introduce yourself to the world. Who is B.Notes?
Well, I mean, I'm a musician, you know. I'm an artist. I'm a creative person, you know. I'm an actor. I'm a songwriter, singer, you know. And music, it's music is my life. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, B.Notes is, I'm a kid. I was born in Haiti. You know, I was born on the mountains, on the hills. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, like, I came from the hills, going to the hills, you know? Is the whole idea from the hills to the hills. Basically what I'm saying by that is, you know, where I was born and raised, I would never think that I would be where I'm at today. You know what I mean? And so I thank God for that. So who is B.Notes? I think I'm a person that, you know, a regular dude, you know what I'm saying, who's living my dream and, you know, just grinding, you know what I'm saying, to continue to reach higher goals.
So, when exactly did you start singing, B.Notes?
Oh man, well, honestly, I guess it's safe to say as long as I can remember, honestly, because I remember when around 7 years old, and that's when I built my first guitar. Because what happened, my uncle always used to play guitar, and I lost my mother. Well, I lost my younger brother from my mom's side. He passed, and I was about 6 years old when that happened. And a year later, my mom passed. And you know, so my uncle playing music became a part of me. You know what I mean? Like, that was just my only way, because I was the only child at that moment. I had, you know, no other kids around to play with. So at the end of the day, I had to find a way to cope. You know what I'm saying? And deal with what was happening in my life at that moment. So music was that for me. So that's when I started, you know, playing the guitar, percussion, you know, and I mean, I think that's how young, you know, I started doing music. But then when I asked my family, they said, yo, you was always, you know, into music. You always moved to the beat, you know.
Who are your favorite musicians? Who are the people that influence B.Notes?
Too many.
You know, you could give me one.
You know, here's the thing though, like, honestly, you know, I think as people in general, you know, sometimes we're influenced by people or things that we don't even notice subconsciously. You know, growing up in two different cultures, because I was born in Haiti and I was raised there until I was 12 years old, about to turn 13. Compa music played a big role in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I heard at that point. That's all I knew. Every now and then, you know, you get a little bit of outside music, but generally speaking, compa was it, man. Like Tubadu, you know what I'm saying? That was it. And of course, going to church all the time. So that, you, of course, the hymns, the church records, the church songs, that became also part of you. But so I'm saying all this to say, when I came here, you know, it became, you know, more R&B, more hip hop, you know, pop, EDM, trap. So at the end of the day, you know, soul music, Sam Cooke, and I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's a hard question because there's so many different people that influenced me, so many different people that came before me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And of course, you know, Clef. You know, Wyclef was one of the first dudes to really take this music shit to a different level, especially for people, you know, coming from Haiti. You know what I'm saying? So I honor that dude. You know what I'm saying, for the work that he's done, for the paving the way. Akon. You know what I'm saying? I got the pleasure to chill with him. When I first met him was, I think it was like 2 years ago or so. And, you know, it was just a great relationship because him coming from, again, another country where, you know, back in the days, it wasn't that easy for you to do American music with an accent. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't the most welcoming thing, you know, doing hip-hop and R&B or soul music with an accent. And I think these guys really help paved the way. But like I said, man, there are so many people from R. Kelly to Sam Cooke to Jay-Z to Kanye to modern day dudes like Trey to there's so many people, man, that influence me. Beyonce, of course, you know what I'm saying? She played Mary J. There's like, I mean, the list goes on, man. I don't even want to start. Yeah, I don't even want to start. John Legend. The list goes on. So many different people that so many different people, man. Honestly, I don't even want to start naming them because I don't want to miss nobody. You know what I'm saying? Future, yeah. It goes on, man. It goes on.
Tell me, like, growing up, because you describe yourself as basically being bicultural. You're from both Haiti and America, okay?
Yeah.
So just give me like one examples of like your fondest musical experience growing up as a child. It could be either in Haiti or, in America. Either way, like one thing that just stood out for you musically that you just, remember as a child growing up.
Well, one of my wow, that's a very thoughtful question. I think making my first guitar, building it from scratch with my uncle was one of the memories that I hold very dear. You know what I mean? Because it meant so much to me at that moment. Because what happened was, and I don't remember the story quite, what happened, my uncle, I learned a song to sing in church the following Sunday. That's what he said to me. And when I got to the altar, I was gonna play his guitar. And I held the guitar and it fell out of my hands or something like that. It was just too big, I couldn't hold it. And people started laughing and I just got embarrassed and I ran off the stage. So I was like, I'm not gonna play again. I'm not gonna play music again. And then, he said, we're gonna solve this. We're gonna, come up with a solution. And that's when he basically helped me, build a guitar, a small little guitar, and which was mine. So I think that was a huge experience because, I don't see myself like stopping playing music, but you never know. Maybe at that age, I probably would have been discouraged. I don't know, but that was one of the biggest experiences. And of course, building percussions, from scratch as well, was a big part of my experiences. Yeah.
We're in Bushwick right now, one of the premier neighborhoods in Brooklyn, period. I know some of the summers here are nice. Can you, B.Notes, describe like what is your perfect day? Like what would a perfect day for B.Notes be like?
A perfect day. Doing what we're doing right now. A perfect day. I think waking up. I love to work out. Lately it's been really hard, and because timing-wise it's been very time-consuming with the new project and everything. But work out. You know what I'm saying? Do music. And not just performing, just the process, writing and recording. And then spending time with my family. I love my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm a family guy. So at the end of the day, spending time with them is just one of the best things I can ever do. You know what I mean? Like that can always make my day better. You know what I mean? Especially, being that you don't have a lot of time as a musician, you're always running around. And when you get the opportunity to sit back and kick it with my father, that man is amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very proud to have him as a father, and so spending time with them, my baby sister, my family, my aunts, everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. I just love spending time with my family. So I think that would make a perfect day for me.
Yeah. So you're talking about your family, and I see that you really appreciate your family and everything.
Absolutely.
What would you think? What would you say that they appreciate most about you?
I think they appreciate my grind. They see what I go through trying to build an empire. You know what I mean? Coming from where I'm from, you really absolutely, like, when people say you come from the bottom, you have nothing. I had nothing. I came from, Like I told you, I came from where I was born. You can't even ride a bike up there. Like there's no roads for bikes. You know what I'm saying? Straight up hills. There's no lights, no electricity, none of that. So coming from that type of life, where sometimes you gotta walk hours to get to school, you know, that I'm grateful in a way because that taught me how to grind. You know what I'm saying? That taught me how to stay dedicated, and I think that's the same fuel that I've used today. You know, so I think one of the things they appreciate about me is my grind. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I'm like, yo, you know, it's all or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and nothing gonna stop me. You know, so I think they would appreciate that, and I think they would also appreciate, you know, my loyalty. I mean, I love my, like I said, man. I think, you know, I thank God for my family every day. You know what I mean?
What is your most valued possession?
You said that when I pick up my phone, right? My iPhone.
That's it.
Well, that's one of them, but one of my most valued possessions. But I think jewelry, man. I honestly, I got a thing for jewelry. I really do. I think jewelry. I think, you know, I have this chain that I got done, which was, you know, my mother's birth date and her death date, and it had the Haitian flag on it. You know, that meant a lot to me, you know, as well, because of the significance of it. So I think jewelry, and I think some of the tattoos that I have would be my most valuable possession. As far as you mean,
material.
Material. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I think you answered this already, but which artists were you nervous to meet? You know, which artists you met that you were very nervous to meet?
Well,
or is there any, or are you just, you know, okay?
I don't really get nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be nervous when I go on stage, of course. But like meeting people, I don't really get nervous, man. Like, it sounds crazy. Like, I think I'm pretty much a people person. So I don't really get nervous being around folks. You get what I mean? But you never know until you're in the situation. You get what I'm saying? Like, you'll be like, yo, I'm not. It's like sometimes when I, you know, have shows and I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna be nervous. I ain't worried about that. I got this. And the minute you're about to walk on that stage, that's when you feel the butterflies. You know what I'm saying? That's when it hits you. So I think, as far as which artist, I don't know until I'm in the situation where if I were to go in to meet someone and I feel that way. So it's one of those things that I don't know, man. Prince, you know what I'm saying? Whitney, you know, Mike, you know what I'm saying? I think if I had the opportunity to meet those people, I would, it would be different. You know what I'm saying? That I probably would have been a bit, I probably would have been nervous around them. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys are really legends. So it would have been, you know, a good experience.
Okay. And if you could blink and close your eyes, which place would you like to be at right now?
I love to be back home because I haven't been home in a minute, and you know, I miss home. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, yeah, I would like to be back home in Haiti. You know what I'm saying? I mean, here's my home too, of course. You know, I grew up here pretty much. You know, like I've been here for a long time. So, you know, this, you know, Brooklyn is my streets. You know what I'm saying? This is my home. But definitely, if I had the chance to go to Haiti right now, I would. You know what I'm saying? And I'm working on that. We're working on that this year. Okay.
Since you are an empire, I would describe you as an empire because you are multi-talented. So can you tell me the list of projects that you have going on right now? And I know some projects, because they're so exclusive, you can't talk about it right now until they hit the streets. But tell me about some of the projects that you could actually talk about right now.
Well, some of the things that I can talk about, you know, I just finished my mixtape and I just put it out on SoundCloud because I wanted to kind of get some feedback on it, you know. So I'm basically been working on that, and you know, that's out right now. So by next week, it'll be out where, you know, on Dat Piff, it'll be out on iTunes and all the different sites. And you know, it's called This Is Not For Everybody. You know, I'm really, really happy with that project because it's my first real official mixtape I've ever done. My first official release I've ever done. So, and there's been so many great people that worked on it, from my boy Wolf, Elijah Templeton, sound writer. You know, you'll see the credits and you'll see them on it, and you know, so many other great people. Jay Cannon, my boy Blue, from the city, that mixtape. You know what I'm saying? From Lounge Studios. So there's so many great people. Tony Dawsey, you know what I'm saying? He mastered it. So many great people worked on this project, and of course the producers that I work with. It's a great project. I think I'm pretty happy with it, you know. And I'm one of those people that's, how can I put this, man? I like to, I'm kind of a perfectionist type of person. You get what I mean? Like, I've been hanging on this project forever. Like, I was supposed to release this since last year, to be very honest with you. And I just felt it wasn't right. You know what I mean? It wasn't there. It wasn't what I think that you know, that it should be. It wasn't to the point of where I think it should be. So I feel pretty comfortable with it now, putting it out. And I already started my next project. You know what I'm saying? And we have a title for it. That last one, you know, like I said, it's called This Is Not For Everybody. And part of that is because of the different records that's on it. You know, I got pop records, I got R&B, soul records, I got hip-hop, trap, EDM influence type of records, and of course, you get the elements of my, you know, Haitian roots. You know what I'm saying? They're all ad-libs and lyrics in Creole. I mean, I think it's a really project that's for people who love music, and that's why I call it This Is Not For Everybody. I got Caribbean type of, soca type of records on it. You know what I'm saying? A reggae feel mixed with trap. So yeah, it's one of those records that I, you know, definitely go download it right now on SoundCloud, B.Notes Music, or BNotesMusic.com, and let me know what you think about it. I definitely think you would love it.
Okay, do you have any shows coming up?
Yeah, shows, do you mean like the TV show, or you mean?
Just musical shows.
Musical shows. Yeah, I mean, musically, we are working on a tour right now, you know, and part of the reason why we haven't started is because while I was working on the mixtape, I was casted for a show, and that's why I was wondering if you were talking about TV shows. I was casted for a show which is one of the projects that I can't really go into too much detail.
Yeah.
But I was blessed with that opportunity. So with that, you know, and you know, handling the mixtape, trying to get it out there, it was just a lot for me to handle at once. So we couldn't focus on, you know, booking shows for the tour. But now that the mixtape is done, then yeah, absolutely, we working on getting some shows going. We got something we work for Haiti. We're working on getting a performance at they call it the Palais, so it's the equivalent of the White House here in Haiti for the president. We are working on this festival that happens in September in Haiti. Also, we're working on a show in Vegas actually next month. It's a Haitian joint in Vegas. We're working on a tour right now. My peoples are working to get me into the Drake joint that's going on with Future. So we got different angles that we're working right now to promote the mixtape and so forth, so on and so forth.
You know, what made you get into acting? Like, what made you like want to do music and acting at the same time?
You know, I think that's a good question. As a musician, you know, because remember I'm a songwriter too, right? So writing music, you are telling stories and to some aspect, you know, especially when you write music for other people, right? So you have to be able to have an imagination, because let's say you call me, you say, B, I need you to write a song for me about this and that. I have to be able to imagine what it's like going through this and that. I have to be able to imagine what you're going through. And to me, that a lot of that comes with acting as well, right? And I started acting when I was in high school. The drama club, you know, I'm sure you had that too. You know, we all had the drama club,
yeah, man.
And I really loved it. You know what I mean? Like going to the Shakespeare's, doing those type of plays, Romeo and Juliet, you know. And I just had a thing for it, man. And then in college, you know, I did a lot of acting in college with music, and of course I was a pre-med major, biology. So yeah, it's just always been something I love. So when I had the opportunity to audition for this show, for the TV show, and I was like, yo, that was just a dream come true. Although at that moment, I must say, to be honest, I didn't see it in anywhere, like, you know what I mean, like in my immediate future, like right now, that I would be doing this type of stuff, like working on the show. I didn't see that happening because I was so focused on my music. So, you know, it's a blessing, and I thank God for it. I absolutely thank God for it.
Yeah, man. Is there something that, you know, you would like to do more of right now?
I think spending time with my baby sister. You know, I don't have kids right now, so at the end of the day, it's like my baby sister is like my, you know what I mean? It's kind of like my daughter, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, she's at the age where, you know, you want to spend more time with her because she doesn't have any other young girls around her age that she can talk to. You get what I'm saying? And of course, I'm not a young girl, but at the end of the day, you know, I try to be there for her when she wants to talk, when she want to talk about her days in school, how it was. I try to be there and try to understand as best as I can. And of course, I will never understand like someone her peers would, but I try to do the best that I can. So I think spending more time with her, especially at the age that she is right now, I would love to be able to do more of that, and I'm planning on doing more of that now that I'm done recording, because that really took a bulk of my time and attention, and you know, and just getting the business off the ground. So I think I will definitely make more time this summer to spend some more time with her.
Where does B.Notes see himself in 10 years? What is it that B.Notes actually want to accomplish, you know, and it could be a lot, but, you know, just give me a little bit, you know?
Honestly, I feel like you're reading my mind. I feel like you're reading my mind right now.
Yeah.
In 10 years, I think I see myself settling down, you know, as far as family. Because, you know, being a musician, you're always running around. You're always doing shows. You're always performing. You're always doing something. And on top of that, running your own company, it's a lot. So it's very hard to be able to juggle that and have a family, you know. And so I think in 10 years, I definitely see myself settling down. I mean, way before 10 years, you know, but I definitely see that happening. I of course, musically, I definitely see a couple of Grammys. You know what I'm saying? And maybe some Emmys for acting. You know, because you know, I'm a person that's always open to grow, and I think there's so much more ways for me to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's so much more for me to achieve and accomplish. I see myself as a new breed in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see myself, and also with my company, I see myself being a CEO. I see myself, you know, being in a position where I can put on other artists. Because that's one of the things, you know, I was watching a Birdman interview the other day, and he was saying that there's not enough CEOs out there. You know what I'm saying? And being like me, for example, as an independent artist that had to realize, you know, I chased the labels. You know what I mean? Like, I ran around behind the labels. I've done it, man. You call it. I've done all the TV shows you could think about. You know what I'm saying? I've auditioned for them. Some of them I got on to the first parts, and then some of them I don't. And I realized that, you know, and some of them I never got past the first audition. I've done it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've ran around the country, you know, chasing this dream. Outside the country, chasing the dream, chasing the labels, chasing somebody to put me on. And, you know, I realized that a lot of those labels, you know, for whatever the reason is, you know, personally, it's not just music. You know what I'm saying? They were not in it for just your music, having good music or not good music. And I think that's personally, I think that's an issue, because the art suffers. You know what I mean? Like, when you have talented artists or talented musicians, and I'm not just saying that I was the greatest talented person. I remember I was at an interview about maybe 7-8 years ago, and I was okay with them not selecting me. Not in an interview, I made an audition. I was okay with them not selecting me because I think I could have been better. But there was another young lady that performed. She was amazing. You understand? And when they turned her away, that's what kind of told me like, yo, this business is not what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? It's not a equal, fair opportunity. It's not just when you have talent and that's it. You know what I mean? A lot of it is business. And so at the end of the day, I had to realize I needed to build my own company. You know what I'm saying? Like I got that awakening 2 years ago about, and I said, if anybody's gonna make me successful in this business, it has to be me. So I want to use that opportunity to reach out to other musicians. In Haiti, you got tons of amazing musicians, talented musicians, and they don't have the opportunity to get their music heard. You know what I'm saying? And here in my hood in Brooklyn, you got like my boys, they're friends. You know what I'm saying? Like on this block right now, like so many of these dudes like do music, and they're great at it. You know what I'm saying? Like they live to do music. But unfortunately, there's no business, no companies that's there like, listen, I'm gonna give you the resources. I'm gonna give you, help you to achieve your goal. So for me, that's what I see myself doing. At the end of the day, because I know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? Knocking on doors and, you know what I mean? And not getting answers. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was very like, I gotta build my own company so that I can be able to change some of those things, to give more people opportunities. And what else? Like I said, the acting thing, the music thing, I definitely see myself getting into the tech industry. And don't ask me why. I think technology is one of the most amazing things that we've seen, especially in our generation, the advances that happen. So I want to be able to contribute to it in one way or another. And of course, going back home, I have a project that I'm working on for where I was from, because like I said to you, it's a place that's really underdeveloped. So I want to be able to go there and, do some work to basically help the people over there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I'm from, and those people take care of me. So at the end of the day, I'm indebted to them. And of course, here in the hood, I have certain projects. I have a nonprofit to my company, to Chameleon Music Group. I have a nonprofit to it that is going to also help address some of the problems, because I don't know if you know, part of my outside of music, I do a lot of social work. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like addressing social injustice, whether it's health, whether it's the prison system, whether it's police brutality, whatever, wherever, what I'm saying, social injustice, like a big part of me, you know what I mean? I'm very passionate about that, because I believe as human beings, we all should be able to achieve our goals to our full potential. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, in 10 years, man, there are so many different things that I pray God He gives me the opportunity to achieve and to be a part of. Check out the CD, check out the mixtape. It's on SoundCloud right now. It's soundcloud.com/BNotes Music. It's gonna be on DatPiff. It's gonna be on all the other major, sites. You know what I'm saying? Live mixtapes, iTunes, Google Play. So all the major sites where you can get music is gonna be there. And of course, BNotesMusic.com. That's the website. BNotesMusic.com. And on social media, it's @BNotesMusic all across. So whether it's Twitter, it's Instagram, Snapchat, you know what I'm saying, Facebook, YouTube, @BNotesMusic, BNotesMusic.
I think I found love. Somebody must have lost it. My bed is the canvas, your body the portrait. Right now's the time. Girl, I'm feeling for you. If the sky's the limit, we somewhere above it. Girl, you beyond beautiful. Girl, you my seed and my weed, my Henny, oh baby, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Every curve of your body is mapped out. I'ma hit every spot, turn the lights down. Let's step out of here talking right now. On that Henny with no panties on. Girl, it fit much better with no panties on. You know that I need. Just took you to the moon, bringing you right back. Now you can't spend the night. I don't know you like that. You know I'm just playing, girl. Here's a pillow like that. Was gonna be rich, had a goal in medical. For $1 million when you switch, mind and physical. Give you this chocolate the way you unwrap it. Your kisses all over it. While I'm kissing all over you. I love it, you let me look lady with no panties on. Girl, it fit much better with no panties on. You know that I need it. You know that I need it. You know that I need it. Down with that 420, yeah, we in the song. Throw it in the bag, girl, my money long. You know that I need it. You know that I need it. Oh, 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 oh.